most people waste a lot of time trying to find the best, most fitting voice for their voice AI agents and still end up for something that sounds a little bit off and not convincing to them. Today I'll show you how to look for voices that fit the style that you're looking for on 11 Labs and then bring them over onto VAPI so you can get to use them in your agents. Hey, if we haven't met yet, I am Mo from Sonar AI and we build voice AI agents for small to medium-sized businesses, and I'm always on the lookout for tools that are actually useful. And if you're thinking about using voice AI in your business, then I invite you for a free consultations. I leave links in the description. With that said, let's get right into it. First things first, or at least what I like to do is go on 11 Labs to browse for voices. And the way that you do this is that you end up going into the library. So you can click here, explore library. And then you're pretty much open for browsing. So you can look for voices that fit for your criteria. For example, I was looking for voices in Italian that can kind of like help with that. There is also language packages that you can look for. So it's a really fun place to, look and browse for voices. Now keep in mind that voices can come and go. So they might not stick around for a long period of time. So if you notice that your voice is not there anymore, that you were using, it's likely because the voice is off the platform. Alright, so the way that I do it generally is that I go on filters and I start to put some filters. So for example, I'm looking for English voices, and then I can pretty much select any accent, which is a pretty insane feature here. We're able to look for specific accents that we want to select. I'm gonna go for a fun one, so let's check German, for example. And in this case, given that we want something that is going, to talk on the phone, we likely will have it be conversational. This is an optional one really, but you can select perhaps conversational in this case. Quality, I've actually never used this or never even encountered it before, so why not? Let's select high quality, let's see what happens. Gender, for voice, I've noticed that clients generally prefer a female voice and more of a young, let's say, aged female voice. So again, these are all your choice to select. But for example, now I just noticed that there is no German young female voice. Perhaps I think it's the quality that is limiting a bit. No, it's not. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So maybe let's select any and then apply the filters. Okay, here we go. So now we found an English-German voice.
Hey, I'm Lauren and I'd love to host a podcast with you. Try me out and let's create fun episodes. See you later.
Okay, so I think this is good English voice. It doesn't have that German accent that I was looking for, to be honest. So I'm thinking maybe let's dial everything back. So given that we're looking for a niche accent, let's rather dial it back. So German and apply filters and let's see. Okay, here we go. Now we get a lot of accents. So let's try.
Hey, what's up? I'll make it quick. See, the thing is, my voice is kind of weird.
This is German.
An exceptional, not creepy weird.
Yeah.
Through the mists of time, I've discovered that dragons are remarkably ticklish behind their ears.
Once upon a time there was I am Finnegan fairy tale. So let my voice speak to all those story bugs out there.
No, I don't know. That felt a little bit like... No, but Klaus, I think...
Glückwunsch zu deiner neuen Geschenkkarte. Wir zeigen dir jetzt, wie du sie einlösen kannst.
But, well, you can play around with any voices, really. You can have fun with this and kind of shop around. And it's also very important that when you try voices, it's important to try them on your voice agents as well, because sometimes they just sound a little bit off. So it's good to, or at least my approach to this is that, for example, if I like Bogdan, for example, he had a pretty cool voice, I would then add them to my voices. So I kind of like build a library of voices that I want to, test and work with. So, for example, let's see, Rob.
We are all something, but none of us are everything.
This is so German, oh my god. So I think this is a pretty good representation of a German voice. So yeah, I selected Ralph, or Ralph probably in German. So, alright, like let's go for these. And then we need to go to my voices. So this is pretty much the library that we've built. And what we will need, so for example, now we want to try Bogdan. No?
What's up? I'll make it quick. See,
so what we need to do,
my voice is kind of weird.
we will need the voice ID. So you need to copy this voice ID right here. And then you go onto your agent in VAPI, and then you select voice here. You go, we will need to select 11 labs because in this case, we're using 11 labs. We need to see add voice ID manually. That's what we select. And we paste it here. And then we hit publish. And voila, we now have our beautiful voice selected. I think let's quickly try it.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, this is Serena calling from Tranquil Waters Spa. We have a special introductory offer.
Yeah, that sounds German. But it does sound a little bit different, to be honest. Like,
we are all...
Hey, what's up? I'll make it quick. See,
it sounds quite different. So that's why I say, build a nice library of voices that you want to kind of try out and test them all. Let's see perhaps how Ralph is going on with the voice. Go to voice, add voice ID manually, paste, publish. And then let's try.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. This is Serena calling from Tranquil Waters Spa. We have a special introductory offer. I thought you might...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a little different, but I mean, it's more a play of intonation. You probably can play around with the configuration here, I suspect. But yeah, I guess it all comes down to how you play with the voice. All right, so that was a brief intro in how I go on selecting different voices. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please, I recommend you share a comment in the description. And if you have also suggestions or on videos that I can make in the future, please comment them as well. And if you want to talk to me directly for a free consultation, I do offer that in the description, so please check that out. Hope it can help. With that said, I thank you so much, and I invite you to watch my next 2 videos.